Hello, my name is DC. I'll be giving you match analysis for Orlando Pirates versus Hungry Lions. Let's get into it. Alright, here as the Orlando Pirates takes the ball forward. Hungry Lion at the back are very well disciplined. They are 4 at the back in a straight line. But they also have another 4 group of Orlando Pirates players that have not been well marked by their midfielders, which gives them enough space to take advantage of. They're supposed to be midfielders in front of the defenders so that they can take care of anyone that goes close to their defenders. This leads to a goal as seen. And there it is. So the Orlando Pirates player here is free to make a run. The 2 players I've highlighted with the dotted lines with arrows are supposed to be helping their centre backs, because if one centre back goes out, space is created for a player to run. So the midfielder should have been a bit deeper so that they could have covered for their centre backs so that they could maintain their shape. Once the ball is played, unfortunately it's deflected off and it goes in, getting past the keeper. Very unfortunate goal, and was probably just not intentional by this player. What I like again about the South African League is the banners that the supporters have. Shows passion. Once again here, the ball is played and just an unfortunate deflection. Here I do believe the Hungry Lion players that I've highlighted with the arrows could have made more of an effort to pressure the ball, but the one that I've pointed that's going away from the ball could have covered the space that this player would have run into after he received. But the problem is that immediately he saw him receive the ball, he stopped running. Alright, so the Hungry Lion player that I've highlighted in a circle is on his heels, while the Orlando Pirates player that's receiving the ball is on his toes, so which means that he's more likely to run to get the ball. The Hungry Lion player should have actually been more on his toes, so to have had a better chance of getting the ball. The other Hungry Lion player I've highlighted should have gone to cover for his man because he was not going to win the race. And the other one maybe could have already covered the man that was in front of him. But here, this is a good finish, but this could have been prevented with, how can I say, more intent to win the ball. Alright, so here, as you can see with the error I've indicated, the Hungry Lion player, since he was the 3rd centre back, he could have made a much greater effort to run towards the Orlando Pirates player, just bust the gut. And then here, the Hungry Lion player is behind the Orlando Pirates player, but you can see him, so that's automatically his responsibility. But here, the Hungry Lion player, as it goes, he starts jogging, I do believe, and he starts going back to the center. I do believe he could have put in a challenge for the ball. I think here you will see it better. As the ball is coming here, I do believe he starts running away from the ball. I don't know if he would have gotten it, but I just felt he could have covered for his teammate, who did try to tackle, but unfortunately the ball went in the net. Here, what I would like to highlight is the space in between the 2 centre backs, and then the centre back here that is to my far left. He's caught in between 2 minds. He doesn't know whether to press the player with the ball or to follow his marker. The player that I've indicated with a bending arrow should have been closer to the Orlando Pirates player because this gap is just too big. And I think the midfielder should have been marking here. And the player that's at the far right, the top corner of the screen, should have been closer to his defenders so that they could close off that space. But the Orlando Pirates player takes advantage of the space left and he scores a very, very good goal. But I do believe this could have been prevented if the Hungry Lion players had maybe been a bit tighter rather than leaving all that space for the Orlando Pirates man to run into. As I'm sure you'll see again with another replay, maybe they'll give us another angle, but you can just see the happiness in the stadium. At least people are happy, enjoying themselves. Unfortunate for the Hungry Lions players and fans though. As look at the gap that is there, they should have been closer to him, but unfortunately, good bit of skill, wonderful finish. Just to show you again, nice drag back, he almost falls, but this finish deceives the keeper, goes in, a good 3rd goal. Here I would like to highlight, as you've seen with the 2 circles, the Hungry Lion players are close to the Orlando Pirates players, so they're able to intercept the pass. But now in this next few moments, the Orlando Pirates player has gotten past the two Hungry Lions players and has run completely into space, with none of them even trying to follow him back to their own half. And here when he receives the ball, he brings it down on his chest very well. I would like to highlight this Hungry Lions player. He cut out the ball for him to pass to his mate that was just next to him, and he made the pass a bit difficult for him. But unfortunately, all his efforts were in vain because his teammates left a very big gap for this Orlando Pirates player to expose or take advantage of, because how can you have that much space without a Hungry Lion player And the Orlando Pirates player dispatches of this ball very, very well with a thunderbolt strike. I don't know how he managed it, but that's a very good goal. But I'd like to show you again. Here he tries to get the ball, but it was in vain. But that's a good shot. I do believe they could have done better. I'll play this goal a few extra times just for you to show how good it is. But that's it. Like and subscribe. See you next time.